happen this year. Performance was back again in Jordan. Then I have no doubt that we will.
It was pointed out last night when we went to the Deviant's brother Lee. Don't really have a name for him. When we went out for his birthday, and they just started. They started talking about my videos, and I never started talking about it. It's not something I really bring up when I'm out and about. And then Dean, the Deviant, sat there and he's all like, I love Dave's videos. I know he does stupid toy videos, but the vlogging stuff, he said, oh, I really like it, and sort of defended my post, my position. And then, just the weirdest thing is, Lee's wife sat there and just looked at me with this very, very plain look on their face and just went, toys, Dave? Why toys? She just doesn't... Nothing I would have said would have... Anyway, it was discussed that I have a habit of getting up early in the morning when I feel really bad with a hangover, and the only time that I ever really, really enjoy being on the camera is when I'm not feeling very well. And this morning, I've got some of this, which is all sticking out. And I shaved last night, so at least I'm clean shaven. But we went back to Bad Boy Bean's house, and we went to beangus bar, which is something that they've recently created. He's got this machine. It's not a rude machine. Doesn't need batteries, but not in that way. It's like a little flat plate, and you put your shot glass on. You press a button and it counts down from 5 to 1 in red, and then when it goes green, you got to pick it up and just go and slam it as quick as you can. And the Deviant is like, well, borderline alcoholic anyway. So he's it does it in like 1.19 of a second, and I'm 1.9 something. But the first time I did it was so shit that they said, oh, I'm turning the thing round, I keep looking at myself. They said, oh, that was shit. And I'm like, well, I didn't mean to be shit. And they're like, no, do it again. And I think I did 3 before I'd even warmed up enough that number 4 registered a time that was inside of 2 seconds, because they were disgusted with me. I'm feeling quite hungover. But I can't remember why. I just promised that I would do a Sunday morning, look like shit, hangover, post bingo bar and Chinese extravaganza. And this is it.
One I think they need to watch is Alonso.
I wonder if they taste like Transformers.
So you can imagine as soon as...
I finally had a good day at work. I finally had a good day at work. The world is so much of an easier place to deal with. When your camera stands up. Oh. Myself and the Bad Boy Bean are going to have a moustache growing competition. This sounds like amazing fun, you might say. Let's have a moustache growing competition. We've got 2 weeks to grow a moustache, which is going to be bad because, as I may have mentioned before on film, that I'm not really a hairy guy, and Andy kind of is. But it'll be fun, except that we both have to go to a christening next week. So Lee, who I've just been talking about, the one whose wife Claire doesn't understand me being a toy nerd at all, we're going to turn up to their christening with facial hair. Yes! I have just discovered that someone's knocked my live action movie repaint Skywarp off its shelf and not bothered putting it back together, and they've broken off the missile holders, and they've broken off one of the fins that covers on his chest, and they've lost one of the tail fins altogether. So now I'm going to have to move all the chairs and stuff tomorrow night and hope I can find it. I'm very upset. It's It's not that I'm particularly pissed off they broke the toy. It's just, like, am I so unapproachable and such an ogre that they couldn't go, oh, Dave, I broke your toy? Because I thought that if something like that had happened, they could have come to me, we could have just looked for the bit there and then, and we could have had a laugh about it, and I'd have gone, tosser. But they didn't. They knocked it off the mantelpiece, because it was next to Masterpiece Skywarp, so thank God they didn't fuck up Masterpiece. But it had to fall off, and then they had to pick it up, back up, and put it back on. And at no point did they go, I smashed the crap out of his shit. I fucking hate people sometimes. People are shit. So you know when you get hit in the balls it really hurts? And you all know that I love hockey. Sammy Sallow from one of the teams that's in the last part of the playoffs got hit in the got hit in the balls with a puck, and they had to take him to hospital. He split his ball bag in his kit, and they had to take him to hospital. Dedication, that's what you need. Ball bag.
Catch people who return to the car parks within a fixed period, but also customers who stay longer than the maximum permitted 2 hours. Well, this is Terry Duras, who runs a company that supplies audio and visual equipment in Hertfordshire. Met Parking issued him with a £50 charge.
How often do you see a deer floating around just outside your house?
McDonald's branch at 2:56 p.m. and leaving more than 3.5 hours later at 6:28 p.m. These were the photos they supplied as evidence. Terry, I don't see what the problem is here. You're only allowed to stay in the car park for an hour and a quarter.
Sorry, but if you knew, let me show you. This is.
No, it wasn't, and we can prove it wasn't.
Okay, how can you prove that?
Because all our vehicles are...
Look at that bad boy.
Units.
And this is how far away it is.
Shows that our vehicle entered the McDonald's car park.
That's how far away it is.
And left by 15:23.
Okay, and we can see that now. We can see that we've got evidence of that. We can see that, yeah, that means you were only there for 27 minutes.
That's right.
Okay, so how come McDonald's have got a photograph of your van, same car park, same McDonald's, leaving at 6:28 p.m?
Wowzers!
The driver returned at approaching 6:30.
Toys. How dare they complain about toys? I mean, you'd have toys sat around all the time. Just sort of sat. In fact, I'm going to do a little question. Oh, Dave's little question of the day. Oh, what do you want? Next review. One of them. Or smoke screen. Universe 2.0 side swipe. Or Revenge of the Fallen sideways. You decide. I might do some other bits to edit into this today. I'll do some stuff. Transformers snacks don't taste like Transformers. They taste like Monster Munches.